Verse 23, and Abraham took Ishmael his son, and all that were born in his house, and all that were brought with his money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of their foreskin in the selfsame day, and God, as God had said unto him. And so Abraham didn't hesitate. He didn't think about it. Was this really God? He just believed that it was God. He got up and did what God said to do. He took Ishmael. Come here, son. Come here, Ishmael. Everybody in this house, come here. I got something to tell y'all. All that was bought with money, every male among the men of Abraham's house, and circumcised the flesh of the foreskin the selfsame day. You didn't hear about nobody moaning and groaning and complaining. Like, hold up, wait a minute, what you doing? No, Abraham was the head, and they had to fall in line. And he said the self-same day. So Abraham didn't hesitate. He didn't put it off until tomorrow. He said, as God said unto him. He said, well, you part of me. This is the covenant I got with God. Y'all got to be circumcised. I got to cut off the foreskin. Get ready. Verse 24, and Abraham was 90 years old and 9 when he was circumcised in the flesh of his foreskin. So he remember everything. When you're a baby, when you're a child, that memory may leave you. But when you old, you're gonna remember. Believe me, because I didn't have it done till I was like 30 years old, and I remember it to this day. And I remember when my son was born, he was circumcised, and he screamed, and they didn't give him any type of amnesia, whatever the medicine called to take away pain, anesthesia. They didn't give him anything. They just cut it. Ah! He was screaming. I was like, oh my goodness. But when they did me, I was asleep. You know, modern technology. They just woke me up. Mr. Taylor, wake up. But that's what happened. If you're a Hebrew Israelite, hey, you know what the scripture says, act accordingly. Well, let me say this, because it became an issue in the New Testament, especially for the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom, so I have to address it. So before we go to verse 25, we're going to talk about it a little bit.